Am I live now? Can anybody hear me? I don't know what the deal is. I cannot find me live anywhere. This don't make any sense. Can anybody hear me? I can't even find my live going anywhere. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Man, nothing is working, man. Nothing. I've been having trouble out of the tablet. Been having trouble out of my phone. All right, can y'all hear me now? Oh my goodness, which way is it? That's crazy, man. All right, I used my DU recorder to sit there and make a video. And then I was going to use my DU recorder to record the live stream because they like cutting out and censoring everything. And I was going to put the live stream recording up after I live streamed. So if anybody missed any of my words, it'd be on the recording of the live stream. But they've been giving me, you know what? I don't know if it's because I had the Wi-Fi going on this tablet, trying to get my PC to go. I don't know. But let me see if I can get to that video. Y'all seen this crap? I want y'all to look at these scared deadgum. I mean, let's see. I'm gonna have to get over here. I wonder if it's gonna shut me off again. If y'all stop hearing me, let me know. Because this thing's getting on my nerves. I wanted to show this video, and I should be able to. Well, I recorded 4 minutes of it. I don't know. I'll put that out as a behind the scenes. Now watch this cop, man. There's already a cop in front of the car. This cop comes running up and starts shooting blindly and takes off running. I mean, that looks like a hit and run to me. I mean, it looks like a... Let's go back and look at that again. Look at this guy. I mean, look at this son of a gun. And the people were unarmed. It wasn't even the car that they thought it was. I mean, come on. The reason he's running, the other cop that's in front of the car is shooting. So he's thinking these people in the car are shooting. Okay, thanks, peeps. I am by yesterday's shooting. To summarize, a 19-year-old woman was shot yesterday morning in New Haven during an incident involving Hamden and Yale police personnel. New Haven police arrived on the scene about 1 minute after the report of shooting was transmitted. This incident betrays police activity gone horribly wrong along the Hamden-New Haven line, and now Stephanie, as well as many residents, her family, her friends, must live with the consequences and resulting uncertainty of what was by every definition an unacceptable response. Going forward, police activity that spills over into New Haven must be standardized and memorialized so that, while it is common and perfectly legal, it is also conducted in a manner consistent with the guidelines that apply to New Haven's police personnel. Are these cops not crazy, though? I mean, look at this. I just can't get over. Excuse me. Joker gets out of his cop car. Y'all see him up there. He gets out of the cop car. Runs behind the car. There's already a cop in front of the car. He done jumped out of his vehicle and left it in drive
and it run into that car. And then he just starts opening fire, and then he takes off running like he's scared. I mean, that's the whole problem. These dadgum cops are out there on the street scared. They're scared of their own dadgum shadows, man. So here they are thinking, well, this is the suspected car that we were after. And they block it in. And it's just a guy and his girlfriend, unarmed, no weapons at all in the car. But before they start asking questions, they just start shooting and then run off. I mean, look at that crap. Daggum cowards. Cowards with badges. And they believe those badges make them above the law. Because I've dealt with them. Simple traffic stops escalate, man. Just like this. I've had to deal with these dadgum dumbass, excuse my language, they piss me off. The last time I was on a motorized bicycle out here in the country, dadgum, I done parked the bike, was standing in my driveway. Next thing I know, there's two cops sitting there running 80, 90 mile an hour up the road, just zooming. And I'm standing there, I called up a friend of mine. I go, hey man, these cops are out here looking for somebody. And he's like, really, who? I go, I don't know. I said, I hadn't seen any other cars or nothing out here. And next thing I know, daggum cops pulling into my driveway. I got a cable up at the end of it. And he gets out and he starts walking like he's fixing to come onto my property. And I told him, I go, look, dude, stay on the other side of that cable or you'll be trespassing. He ducked underneath the cable. And I said, you are now trespassing. He goes, I'm doing a legal trespass for a legal traffic stop. I go, what are you talking about? They were looking for me because I was on a motorized bicycle, which meets the state's guidelines and still is considered as a bicycle. I had to deal with them suckers for a half hour, man. They had their hands on their guns. And they threatened me with, they're going to take me to jail. And I said, under what charges? We'll find something to charge you with. I'm like, for what? What did I do? You were on a motorcycle. I go, I was not. I was on a bicycle. Now, it was just crazy. And they wanted to see ID. I'm at home. I'm riding my bicycle on a country back road. You think I'm going to bring my wallet with me? So next thing I know, toward the end, they said, well, we got to see some pictured ID to make sure who we're talking to is who you're saying you are. I go, all right, but it's in my house. Well, you need to get it. I go, okay. So as soon as I got to the door and I stepped in, I shut the door behind me. Well, I got my ID and turned around, and dadgum, they didn't have my door open, shining flashlights all up in my house. I go, what are y'all doing with my door open? They said, well, we didn't know if you're getting a gun or not. I said, if you wasn't trespassing, you wouldn't be worrying about that. I mean, they violate everybody's rights in this country. Whew, excuse me, I got going. Hey, Stacy. Yeah, these cops, man, are just totally out of control. Look at this joker. Shoots and runs off. Oh, I gotta run. I mean, come on. I gotta do that again. I was scared. And look, I'm gonna throw some race in here. The two people in the car were black. The two cops that were shooting up the car were black. So it's not a white cop on black people crime. It's cops on people, period, crimes. These cops are shooting and killing people over nothing. Absolutely nothing. Man, let me slow down. What'd you say, Tony? Tony Patriot, you say there are some good cops out there. Where? I've never met one. I've never met a good, except for a Tennessee State Trooper. They are the best. They are the most sincere, and they are, I got to say, the Tennessee State Trooper, I recognize them. But these county cops and these city cops, no. They're just the good old boys, man. One time this is a long time ago, my wife's kids or my stepkids, sat there and said, "There's police out in the yard." I'm like, "Well, I wonder what they're looking for." So I went out the door, and I'm like, "What's going on?" They said, "There's a domestic violence." And I'm looking around, there ain't nobody out there but like 5 cops. I go, "Where?" Next thing I know, I got my arm twisted up all the way to my shoulder. I got another cop elbowing me in the eye, and they slammed me into a pine tree. Then I'm getting assaulted for no reason at all. So I get loose. Next thing I know, I got 5 cops tackling me, and I'm getting stomped on and pepper sprayed. And I mean, I wound up having to go to the hospital over something I didn't do. I don't know. I'm sick of cops. I'm sick of how they do that stuff. Hey, outside with him. Hey, Shanna. You see, I figured out how to put some blue wrenches in y'all's hands, right? But man, I'm just ratting on. But I'll redo that, cause I mean, look at this cop. That dumb scared son gun. Nobody in the car's got guns, but they just get out, shoot, and run, shoot and run. Oh, yeah. Look at that joker. I mean, come on. Tired of it. But anyhow, I just wanted to do a little rant. Because I've had, man, since I've learned my 14th Amendment rights and my 4th Amendment rights and my 1st Amendment rights, if I get stopped on the road for a dadgum traffic infraction, I sit there and let them know. Do you realize I don't need those tags? I don't need these driver's license, and I don't need insurance. The 14th Amendment gives me the rights to safe passage down any public highway. And that, oh yeah, when those cops stopped me for the dadgum bicycle, I was like, y'all are violating y'all are trespassing on my private property. He said, well, if you didn't get out on that road and stayed on your private property, you wouldn't have problems. I go, that's a public road for me. And then I asked him, what's his name? One of them was a little more professional. He wrote his name down and gave it to me. And the other one said, just call me Bob. I go, what? Bob the prickhead? But I didn't use that word. And then when they got in their cars to leave, I just sat there and flew them the bird. I'm like, screw y'all. I got freedom of speech. I can sit there and call you Bob the dickhead. I can sit there and flip the bird to you. You can't do nothing about it. Oh, I'm ranting. I'm sorry. But I saw this morning on TV and it pissed me off. Just pissed me off, man. I'm so sick of these dadgum above the law badge wearing MFers. Ugh. Got me kicking dirt over here. You posted an outside video. Man, I stay outdoors. Except for yesterday. Whoo, it was so cold. Alright, I'm going to get off that subject right there. I don't know why I couldn't get this thing to live stream. I don't know if it's because I was sitting there trying to run the DU recorder at the same time I was trying to record and play what was on the DU recorder. I don't know. Let's see if I can pull me up. I've been having a problem. I can't watch live while I'm live. Man, the wind's blowing. I'm gonna tell y'all what, man, it's been like 43 degrees for 2 days. And the day before that, I was out here in flip-flops and shorts and no shirt because it was burning up. It was like 86 degrees. I'm showing them live. I've got to figure out how to get my laptop to working. I was trying to get it to working while I was doing this. Oh, I can see y'all over there on that. Hey. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me turn that down. Oh, okay, Kim. I was gonna say I don't remember Outside with Kim, but I remember Kim Brown. Oh, that's not a boring name. That's Stacy. 43 is not warm unless you live in Alaska, which is probably 80 degrees in Alaska. Hey, I'm gonna like this video. Dook. I don't even think I put a title under this. You know what? The earth is falling, the sky is looking for you. Years ago, man, I sat there and got on. I wasn't on YouTube then, but it's when Google Plus was going real good. And I got on there and made a video and just let everybody know I am a free man. I am under no government control whatsoever. I stand up for my amendment rights. I stand up for what God gave me on this earth, because you remember that dude who got in so much trouble for fishing because he didn't have a license? I'm like, my God. I mean, that was like 13? I don't know, man, but it's just ridiculous, man. And look, all these laws they got, the only need for a court system is for property damage and personal injury or actual crimes. This traffic stop stuff like speeding, no taillights, no headlights, those are amendments of the law. The only people that need driver's license tags and insurance are commercial drivers. If the regular public could figure out that they don't need any of that, they wouldn't have to. The system's rigged to make everybody scared. Everybody's scared of their own shadow. Oh, well, the police officer told me that I have to have tags on my car. No, you don't, unless you're using it for commercial use. But yeah, the earth is falling, man. I mean, the sky's... Hang on, the earth is falling, the sky's looking for you. How can I shorten that? Because I got a hillbilly tongue that gets twisted up. I mean, how can they harass you? Maybe you ought to carry another bag and have a couple aluminum cans in it and say, well, I'm collecting cans. Just to keep them off your butt. These cops are ridiculous, man. I mean, ridiculous. Yeah, Outside with Kim, I've been subscribed to you for a while. But you know, writing that word down there is kind of bad for the algorithm. Algorithm, whatever you want to call it. You're not supposed to use subscribe, got, whatever. You just got to come up with, I don't know. It's ridiculous. The other day when I was trying to live stream off this tablet, I could only get, one time I got 7 minutes off of it. But I was only getting about 5 seconds, and it seemed like each time I went to try to go live, I lost a subscriber. Now I'm buffering. And there's no reason to buffer, but I said the word subscriber. Has it been streaming all right? I know that's a crazy screen, but what can I do here? Oh, I hope I don't turn something off. Dadgum, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Man, it's so daggum windy here. It's crazy. And still cold. It rained for like 2 days. I shouldn't get any copyrights on this because it's YouTube provided. I mean, it come off YouTube. I'm playing it on YouTube. Man, that reminds me. I gotta get the old still together. I got a batch of a mash ready. I have to do it today, I guess. Well, thank you, Kim. I'm surprised. I am so surprised. I gotta figure out how to stream off this laptop. It's a daggum Chromebook. Now I understand why people are talking so bad about them. Because I can't load up the open broadcast system I want to put on there. Hey, yeah, video that. Earth is falling. Or the skies. I need to shorten up your name somehow so you still know I'm talking to you. Because, well, let me tell you what's going on around here. All the wild edibles are like disappearing. Nothing's reproducing. I've been noticing that's been happening pretty hard the last 2 years. 3 years ago, it wasn't, everything was about normal. But 2 summers ago, it's just like the elderberries. The elderberries didn't do anything. The muscadines didn't really, they did, but they fell when they were green. It was just weird. Well, thank you, Stacy. I'm surprised. But I have to go outside, man. I don't get any reception inside my shop or the house. I was out at, man, I spent 3 days trying to get this thing to stream live off the laptop. And, man, it was cold that one day and raining and windy. By the time I went back inside, my fingers were froze. Skywatch, Florida Skywatch, I like it too. Yeah, y'all check everybody out, man. We're all good folks. Check out old Squash, I'm So Sorry. Definitely check out Applesauce. Applesauce does some awesome photo editing and makes awesome videos. She gets the soundtracks that match the videos that she makes out of just still pictures that she alters. Well, enhances. She doesn't alter them. She just changes the colors and contrast. And then go check out Palladian Scientist UFO Builder. He's a cool, smart dude too, man. He's building a drone that he's gonna be able to carry. He's gonna fly in it himself. I've seen that stuff before, but he's actually doing it. And when I seen it, now check this out. When I'd seen the one-man drone, it was about, I think it was 2012, and it was on the internet, and it was some Iranians that did it, and I was like, oh man, here we go, we're going to have manned, I'm probably going to buffer because of this, but instead of suicide vests, they're going to have deadgum drones, I guarantee you, because this dude built one. They're over there in the desert. But they had a one-man drone. Joker got in it with his daggum iPhone and started flying himself around. I'm like, you know what's going to happen next. Oh, thanks for putting the link in, Shauna. Dadgum, you changed your name on me. Just one letter screwed up my whole algorithm on my phone. Used to, I could type in SH and it'd put the rest of your name up there. Now I gotta spell it all the way out. Dadgummit. Yeah, go check out. I don't have any way to do link. It's not. I've been using a phone to do everything I do, and I finally got a laptop, but I can't connect on the internet, so I'm kind of screwed in a way. Oh, don't do that. That'll mess me up some more. You're gonna have to stick with one name so I can sit there. You know, if you're gonna be my vice president, we can't have all this name changing. In my next video, I'm gonna have a campaign ad. Y'all vote for John Boy for president. I ain't lying, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start trying. I am. And if I accidentally become president, Shanna, you will be my vice president. But y'all think I'm joking. I'll be like Joe the plumber they were pushing that time. Yeah, I'll run this country. I'll definitely drain the swamp, dadgummit. Trump got in there and got scared. But old country boy like me ain't gonna be scared. I'll be like that. No, well, I ain't got no real information. I was gonna say I'd be like that dude that just, the WikiLeaks dude, have the dead man switch, so if anything happened to him, all the information comes out. But I don't really have any information. Alright, the earth is falling. Thanks for stopping by. Check out those folks we were hollering about. Yeah, I gotta brew up my shine today. So I'm gonna go to my dad's tomorrow and gather up. I'm probably gonna bring back about, let's see, 5, 10, 20 gallons of assorted wine so I can turn that into some shine. Bouncer Slab. How you doing? I got you, buddy. I didn't realize. I tried, you know. Hang on, what do you got there? Oh, you do antiques and stuff? That's cool. I'm gonna check you out after this. You're drunk. Oh, now. Dadgum, Shanna, you're on top of it. I can't afford to pay you right now. So I'm not having any streaming problems at all, am I? Hallelujah. Man, if I could get on my laptop, I could be playing that video, and I had the camera where I could have the camera on me, and I could be texting on. I can't make anybody that I need to a moderator. Well, thank you. I'm glad it's finally gotten perfect. Looks like X Written in Blood's having another raid. Oh, of course. Wait a minute. Is that me buffering, or is that the video buffering? To drive to drunk. There you go, bouncer. Here's your song. Thanks, Pete. Man, we wore out the frugal daggum chat screen, didn't we? I wore out. He posted a video of the first part, I wore out the comment section. I was the first 3 comments. Y'all go check that out.
I'm talking about the bills and the bridge and the reefers. Let us party tonight. My wife might bitch just a little bit, but I ain't too concerned.
Oh, I know.
She'll probably tell you how much
I was so frustrated. Shannon, I already spent. Hey, Jeep and John. I know I got you. Because I've been driving a Jeep Grand Cherokee for 10 years now. Almost 300,000 miles on it. I hear you, bouncer. Dadgum, thanks, Shannon. Didn't nobody show up for my Grow the Show yesterday. It was probably too controversial. I had the cathedral burning up in the background, and I had it. The thumbnail was the cathedral burning, and I put "Fired Up Grow Show." Oh well. All that was symbolism too, y'all. And the Easter bunny and these colored eggs, that's a paganistic ritual that they get everybody to sit there and get involved in, and they don't even realize it. I tell you what, I'm out here, and I swear I'm looking through the woods, and it looks like if you're inside a building that had fluorescent lights. The leaves look like fluorescent lights are shining on it. They're gonna bounce. With a name like that, you probably bounce at a club, don't you? Yeah, I know. I never got a notification about squash last night at all. That's why I was late. I was waiting for a notification, and I never seen one. And then when I went to look, man, it took me forever to find them. I mean, it was like 20 after 8. I don't know if it's tornado warning weather or not. I think that was damn. I don't know who that was. That wasn't Big Smo, I don't think. Let me get out of the big screen. I just got it on a. This is Big Chuck coming up. Hey, I made a rhyme. Big Chuck coming up. Man, we really gotta watch this commercial. I get so tired of commercials.
How you doing?
Yeah. I just recently found this kind of music a month ago, and ever since I've just. That's Big Chuck. That ain't. You know what? Let me find. Well, yeah, let me find that one I like. I like Porch Honkies. Where is it at? Excuse me. I've drank too much coffee this morning. How come every time I cannot find this song when I'm live? I mean, come on. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I see it. Look, I'm going to go ahead and, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to jump out of this one. And jump to that one. Because I like this one, man.
Hey, man. This is neighbor over here, man. Bill, I don't know what y'all think y'all got going on over there. See tractor trailers pulling in, man. Oh, stuff full of wood. But don't y'all have that music up past 9:30. We got an ordinance right here. And I ain't...
Oh, really, Bouncer? I'm going to have to check that out. Yeah, Porch Honky does. Jeep and John. Well, thank you, Florida Skywatcher. All right, we'll see you later, Skywatcher. I've got to get my old Scout going, man. I got a 70 Scout. It's got a 345 V8 in it, school bus motor. But low gears hanging out of the side of the transmission. I'm gonna get that thing going, pull the top off, and ride around, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get Windows 10 on my laptop, even though it's Chrome OS. Alright, peeps. Alright, Florida Skywatcher. I know you're gonna keep your eyes to the sky. You know, I ain't seen that one, Bouncer. I don't have it on this playlist. I'll have to look for it. You know what? They're probably letting this stream go because of the title. They want to hear everything I got to say about the po-po. Alright. Yeah, I don't have that big of an audience. I swear yesterday, was it day before yesterday? I tried going live 18 times on my laptop, and each time I lost a subscriber. I went from like 132 to 120. Well, no, I eventually got down, hang on, I'm losing my mind. I went from 630 to like 619 or something. I lost a bunch of folks. Alright, Stacy. That's right, I don't fear anything. Oh man, YouTube's been goofy for a couple of days, man. I cannot look, I'll try to like a video and it'll unlike it. I mean, not that it makes it go to unlike, it's just, say they got 5 likes and I hit it, it'll say 6. I go down to the comments, make a comment, and look, and I'm back at 5. And I'll hit like again and it'll show 6. And then it'll be 5 again. Shanna, you can't be smoking on the job. No. Look, I allow people to smoke in my workplace. You don't have to go outside. Are you still chasing that horse? That joker's ready for the Kentucky Derby, man. That joker got a lot of spirit in her, or him. Is it him or her? I can't remember. Hey, where are we at here? This is for all the pork sitting folks out there. Oh man, we gotta watch the daggone commercial. There we go. Oh really? Well, you're up there. Wait a minute, Churchill Downs. Well, Shanna, that couldn't be too far from you. Churchill Downs. I don't have the. I got 3, but that's because I tried to use a new phone and it wouldn't let me log in. Well, how am I trying to explain this? The lady told me all you gotta do is put your SIM card out of your old phone into your new phone. And when I did, it would not recognize my real email address. So I was like, all right, I'll just change it. And when I did, it made up another account. But that's a long story there too. Wound up, I was trying to keep my same number, and somehow it changed my number on my old card, and I had to call AT&T and get my number back right. Anyhow, I wound up taking that phone back, and it was $100 Samsung Galaxy phone, man. Hell, last night on Squash's channel, there's this person that come in, and I'm like, I put the code number in, and it got Squash to looking. That person had over 24 different YouTube accounts. Yeah, peeps, you didn't know what was going on, did you? Or what? That was you, wasn't it? 1 or 2 of them both. That's crazy though. But if you got that many accounts, you're trolling. I mean, that way, you know, you get kicked out of a chat room, you come back to somebody else and try a different approach. You get kicked out of that, you come. But what these dumb trolls don't understand, they have no content, no nothing on there. Except for Roots and Grumpy Troll. Grumpy Troll's got how many? 200 something subscribers and not one lick of content. Ah, well, peeps, it was from I don't know, a week ago we come up with that. Ouija. I don't know what she's like. Ouija. I had to step away for a minute to see what the dog was going after. Yeah, I was trying to say the S words will mess you up. I can say them, I think. It's crazy, man. They got a lot of algorithms going. After I hit enough people's red button during those grow your show things, it will not let me hit the button anymore. I'll just have to sit there and just keep pushing on it, keep pushing on it, there's a big smoke. Ah, and there's a commercial. There's some big smoke. No, wait a minute, that's Appalachian dude. We're gonna get out of here. Oh, I wonder if I can find that. Here, let me. This is a good song right here, y'all. Hang on. Y'all watch this and I like this. Kim, were you outside? No, I'm kidding.
My children are hungry, and my dog needs a bone. I ain't got a job now, so I'm just driving home. An hour after sundown, and much to my delight, there's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight.
Yeehaw! If y'all could only see my feet.
There's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight. If I can run them over, everything will be alright. We'll have some possum gravy, oh what a wonderful sight. There's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight. Don't have to kill no chickens, don't have to open no cans. Just a little bit closer and I'll have him in my hands. I think the time has come now to go from left to right. There's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight. Well, there's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight. If I can run him over, everything will be alright. We'll have some possum gravy, oh what a wonderful sight. There's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight. My children are hungry, my dog needs a bone.
Bouncer, where are you at?
Job now, so I'm just driving home. An hour after sundown, and much to my delight, there's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight. Well, there's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight. If I can run
Cause I've seen one of them one time, a long time ago.
gravy, oh what a wonderful sight.
Scared me to death. I was 40 foot from it. Could see its facial features and oh, it had so big of muscles.
Well, there's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight. If I can run him over, everything will be alright. We'll have some possum gravy, oh what a wonderful sight. There's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight. Well, there's 5 pounds of possum in my headlights tonight.
Oh, I love bluegrass. I love the blues. I like this new country rap I just discovered. Oh, you seeing it now? Man, I got Black Panthers out around here, and the last one that was seen was like 50 foot from my house. And it's got me freaked out. Because I've seen 3 of them of my own over the last 2 years.
The #1 movie in the world.
You know, that's what I was going to tell the cops the next time they come up in my yard. I'm going to say, I got 5 of my watcher. How was I going to say it? I got 5 of my security watching you through their scopes. Alright, Kim. I did a live stream, man, and I got so much. I mean, everybody said it was good up to the first minute, and then everybody was like they got weird vibes and felt sick to their stomach and headaches, and people were saying they saw apparitions in my video, and I'm like, a long time ago, this was really back in the back, and part of my land back there is where if somebody killed somebody, they drag them out there, and it's just some bad stuff. Naga Samurai in the house. Hey, how much you selling those? What do you call them? I know it's a bow, but what do they call that gum? Bent bow, is that what it's called? Okay, bouncer. Yeah, but isn't it different when you bow it like you do on the ends? Samurai. I found a vacant church like that one time. It still had the pew up and had all the, what do you call it? Where the preacher stands behind and had the pews. Hey, Samurai, did you get a notification? And if you did, how long ago? Oh, this thing is crazy. This thing's telling me I started streaming less than a minute ago. You've got to be kidding me. Good luck, bouncer. You need to. I wonder why, Stacy. Recurve, that's the word I was looking for. You just got the notification? Man, I've been on for like an hour. And yesterday I put last night. Oh, wait a minute. I changed the time because I got up later. I stayed up. Marfugal keeps me up too late. But I still put out a notification saying I was going to start at 9. It just doesn't put them out there. Yeah, I live out in the middle of the woods, man. I love the woods. There's an old cemetery out in the woods about a quarter mile. And it's got some Masonic grave sites in it. I need to make a video of that. And then I found an Indian mound, man. I'm like 14 miles from the Pinson Mounds, and they claim they're the second biggest Indian mound in the United States or North America. And this one I found makes that Pinson Mounds look like a little anthill. I mean, this thing's like 250 foot tall. I don't know, it probably takes up over 3 acres of land. It's just perfectly round and steep. Whew. Man, y'all, roll up my own cigarettes. And earlier, I don't know what got in there. A piece of plastic or what. But man, I took a draw off that cigarette. The next thing I know, that stuff, it hit my throat and lungs because I wasn't expecting it. And man, I wound up trying to catch my breath for about 2 minutes. Yeah, Samurai. I started this video talking about, or this stream talking about the cops up there in Connecticut that sat there and, I mean, they thought this car was the car they were looking for, and one cop's in front of the car, jumps out of his truck, and doesn't even put it in park, and it rolls into the car while another cop's jumping out in the back, and they just start firing away, and these people wasn't doing nothing. They wasn't armed, didn't have a weapon one in there. I don't know what's coming up next, so I need to back up out of here. I ain't where I want to be.
This is the game. You make most
I'm so tired of commercials.
like an addiction to cigarettes.
Alright, let's see where I'm at. Protect and serve the you-know-what out of you.
Protect and serve the you-know-what out of you.
Oh, I better turn it on.
Serve the you-know-what out of you. Oh, I better turn it on. Serve the
Uh-oh.
you-know-what out of you.
We can echo to infinity. Oh, this is... Hey, I wonder if I can... Hang on. No. On a tablet, can I make anybody a moderator with a tablet? Oh man, Memphis is really bad. Man, them jokers they're like daggum wolves looking for broke-legged rabbits. And I mean, there ain't nothing like it. And the Shelby County ain't much better. Believe me, I've dealt with them. And don't go up to Millington. Whew, them jokers. Oh, I better not get into it. Man, we're in a police state. These jokers, what am I trying to do? How can I make somebody a mod off a tablet? It's basically a cell phone, so I can't, can I? Well, I got quiet, didn't I? What am I trying to do? Where am I at? Trying to figure out where I am. Oh, there I am. Y'all ever see any applesauce stuff? Ever since I got on a laptop, I changed up everything. She just put out another video this morning. So y'all check this out. This is from a picture I took. Well, there ain't no, well, there's music. So that's looking at, I had a welding lens and I had it in front of the camera and I snapped the shot and then I pulled the welding lens back and kept it in the same frame and took another shot so that way I get, you know, with a lens shot and an unlens shot. I must have already been through that. Hang on, let me back up. The video explains itself. Samurai, I don't know if I ought to ask you. You don't have to give me an answer. But are you like in Binghamton? You say you're in the hood. I used to drive all around in Memphis, man. Everywhere. I'm through Orange Mound, Binghamton. This is everywhere. Up in Fraser. Hell, I mean, it didn't bother me to drive anywhere in Memphis because I'm who I am, and everybody accepts me for who I am, and I never have any problems. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I did some property management down in that area for, what was the name of that? Omni Properties, I think was the name of it. They had a lot of rental properties, and I was a maintenance guy. And I was all down there, kind of north of Winchester up in that area. I'm trying to think of the north-south street. Damn. It's been so long, man. I hadn't really been in Memphis in a while. That's right, Samurai. Well, that's true. That is true, Samurai. Well, let me put it to you this way. Where I moved out here to, I mean, it's out in the middle of nowhere, but all the folks around here are black. And let me tell you, they've been the nicest people. They have considered me family. They tell me I'm family. They invite me to, gatherings, barbecues. I mean, I've never lived anywhere where people would drive to you and introduce themselves. And these people out here did that, man. They come out here to me and said, hey, I'm so-and-so. I live down here. And then another person come by a few days later, hey, I'm so-and-so. I live over here. I mean, they're good people. Yeah, applesauce is the best at it, Stacy. The deal is, though, you got to be able to, if you're the camera operator, it's like I can feel when something's going wrong or something's up in the sky, and she can bring it out. So that's how we kind of hooked up. I sent her some stuff because I saw some of her work. And dadgum, the stuff she pulls out. Whew. But y'all go check out her channel, man. She has grown too. I'm talking about when I first encountered applesauce, she only had like, I think 31 subscribers. And the last time I looked, I think she's up at around 170. And check out Palladian Scientist UFO Builder. He is cool, man. He's a good guy. He makes his own music. He likes to sit there and strum on the guitars. I better not do too many of them. Leave y'all in suspense. That was just a preview of what's to come. What have I done? Am I buffering? I'm trying to figure. Oh, okay, let me get back home. I just want to go home. Oh, I better turn this down. See, I'm starting to learn something now. If I had a laptop, it'd be a whole lot. Well, I got a laptop. If I could use the laptop, it'd be a whole lot easier. Oh man, you know what? I ought to go back over there to this applesauce and show y'all the daggum. I'll save that. I'll make a video on that. Cause man, she did one for Tales of the Blue-Eyed Indian, and it just looked like a picture of the sun, and basically a whatever you call that blue sky. But man, by the time she got through editing whatever was up there, it looked like it. Well, the best way I can say it is, it looks like it was some sort of machine, but it looks like the machine had been damaged to me because you could see tubes that look like they're ripped open. I mean, there's no way. I'm going to do a whole thing on that one day. If she don't mind, I got to get her permission first. Yep. Okay, Samurai. Appreciate you breaking down that name. There's a lot of meaning in that name. Have y'all ever noticed you can sit there and talk about something and stuff will show up on the daggum your feed? Man, y'all, I'm starting to get hungry. Where am I at? How come I can't do my playlist? Oh, I didn't see that little icon there. Man, my stomach's starting to growl, y'all. Did y'all hear it? Looks like John X Army's on. I'm gonna promote some of my bicycles right now. You still in here, peeps? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you saw that with blue Tales of the Blue-Eyed Indian? That was crazy. I don't have a good one in here. Oh, that's when I first got my bike going right here. I've got brake lights, tail lights, headlights. At one time I had a cigarette lighter on it. And it's gonna sit here and buffer. Yeah, it was kind of new back then. I know I'm not buffering, it's daggum video buffering. I guess because I'm trying to pull it off YouTube. I even made my own tags. I've been wondering, man, you don't need tags for them, so I just made one. It says VYP, and everybody's like, what does VYP stand for? I go, very yokel person. You know what yokel is, right? Country bumpkin, hillbilly. That's me. Yours is still in the work. I stopped on yours, peeps. I mean, I've got the motor on it. The motor's all painted up. I do a lot of work inside the motor to make them give them a lot. That bike right here, I've had it up to 51 mile an hour. I got a little oil can down there so I can oil up the chain if I'm on long trips. I can get 88 miles. I got a back gas tank on it and then a front gas tank. But I can get 88 miles out of those two tanks, and that's only 4 liters. Ooh, man, it's still cold out here, y'all. Well, thank you, Samurai. I was kind of doing this too because if an EMP or, a solar flare or whatever hits, it'll still run. So, I'll have transportation when everybody's new cars are just sitting there dead. See, back then I only got up to 47.4 mile an hour. I thought that was fast, but when I got up to 51, whoo, that's scary fast on a bicycle. It don't look like this anymore. I've only had 313 miles on it. I've got like, shoot, I think 1,700 miles. That's one I built for my brother. But I'd take the motors apart and do some piston work, and I'd sit there and pour out everything, and it depends if, like my bike, I shaved 3 millimeters off the head to give it more compression. But I don't do it to all of them. And that's when I had a blowout, man. I'd driven like 61 miles nonstop and got into Bolivar, Tennessee, and slowed down because, you know, the speed limit was 30. And I don't know, it was hot that day, and that tire just boom! Next thing I know, I'm sliding on pavement. It was crazy. Well, I haven't even got on my website. I do have if you look up, if you Google Backwoods Motor Bicycle Company, it'll take you to my website. But I haven't put anything on there in a long time. But I'm fixing to get Pete's bicycle on there. You know what? I think there was some sound with this.
Cross Trailer Park Farm, don't give it to you. Trailer Park Farm, don't give it to you. Trailer Park Farm, don't give it to you. Saturday night, I went down to
See my
Crawler neighborhood watch.
that was a Ric Flair song.
Call the neighborhood watch. Call the neighborhood watch. Call the neighborhood watch. Call the neighborhood watch. Hey, 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 hey.
Oh, really, Stacy? Well, look, I guess since it's warming up, I'm really going to start building on them again. So, I'll start getting on my website and posting on YouTube here. But I do have one. All I got to do is finish hooking up the accelerator cable and
Major catastrophe.
yeah, this is the day it blew out. I mean,
I made it 61 miles and this back tire blew. And when it blew. It bent my rim. It wrapped the inner tube around the daggum.
sprocket.
I mean, this is crazy.
But yeah, I put boost bottle. When I build these bikes, they got speedometers, boost bottles, headlights, taillights, but it's bicycle headlight, not that.
61 miles. That's crazy.
But I poured out that
All right, well,
intake.
happy
I
Father's
do a
Day.
little exhaust work in that pipe because they got too much restriction in them.
Hey, YouTube, what's up?
Let me get out of here.
Young boy here just wishing everybody a happy Father's Day. I'm
Yeah,
just
that's the
taking
day
the
everything
bike
blew out
on
on
a
me.
70-mile trip.
Hang on, let me.
To wish him happy Father's Day.
I'm gonna back out of here,
Maybe
y'all.
he'll put it in the back truck and drive
Way
it down.
out of here.
All right, happy Father's Day, everybody.
Get into my gallery. Wait a minute. I don't think I can get to it from here. No. Dadgummit. Just my luck. Yeah, see, I had that. You think that was bad for a thumbnail? I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm in Tennessee. UFO in the house. I'm in Tennessee. West Tennessee. I'm north of Mississippi and Alabama. I can go to Alabama in like 30 minutes, or I can go to Mississippi in about 30 minutes. I can be up there in Kentucky above Paris in probably, I don't know, under 3 hours. I'm on the side of the Tennessee River. I'm on the west side of the Tennessee River. You know, I showed this the other day, but y'all see how intense that fire was, right? I mean, and it burned for hours. But yet, the scaffolding didn't even bend. I mean, come on. The only reason you got that triangle slot there is because the roof was there, but look at that. The aluminum panels are still up. I mean, really? That thing burned for hours, and it's still standing, didn't bow, I mean, yeah, maybe the center melted a little. But that looks like the Star Trek Enterprise shot a laser beam down through the middle of it. But what I'm trying to say is, how can some little bitty scaffolding survive all that heat. But you know, 911, those two big old things fell to the ground and one a piece big enough to put in the back of a pickup truck. I mean, come on. See how bad that's burning? And I bet if we look in these clouds, we'll see faces. Not clouds, but yeah, look at that scalpel. Still intact. I mean, come on. Looks like somebody dropped a bomb on it. Vinny! Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. There's probably one of them time portals underneath it. Guarantee it was a time portal underneath it. Y'all think some of these churches, you think they're religious? Yeah, they're religious, all right. They're a front for their satanic cults they worship. I done jumped off subject from the cops, didn't I? Oh, yeah. You know, oh man, I wish I could find that picture. I took a picture. I had a campfire going one day. And dadgum, oh man, it's putting chill bumps on me. It was like a flame being in there. It had eyes. You could see the features, and it had like, it was holding a staff in its hand. I mean, you could see this stuff. And I was like, man. But I've seen other fire pictures that have stuff like that. It's crazy. But they have to, this time of year, who's been talking about that? I guess Richie from Boston. They have to have a fire sacrifice like around the 19th of April. And I'm going to do something else on this. I don't know if I should do it now. You think I'd get in trouble if I showed something Richie did? But I'm going to show this real quick. I'll probably make a video on this later. I got the volume up. Listen to this, y'all.
Everybody knows this video. When I first started making videos, I made videos about iPad Goat all the time because it was full of crazy stuff. But pay attention to this. This is the Antichrist. Notice his eyes are full of fire. Notice Notre Dame in the background. Notice the crown of thorns.
Which is barbed wire.
Watch. Crown of thorns disappears. The second the crown of thorns disappears, the church starts crumbling. Exactly like Notre Dame. Pay attention. Church starts crumbling. Crown of thorns is gone. The spires burn to the ground. Jachin, Boaz.
All right, Kim.
And the Antichrist rides off into the sun.
You're welcome.
Or sunset. Well, look at this. This story is all over.
But I mean, what they were saying was that crown of thorns disappearing off his head was that priest or wherever that went in there and saved the crown of thorns. It disappeared, you see what I'm saying? And then the building falls down. It's just, and this cartoon thing was made like 7 or 8 years ago. It's all predicted. But yeah, it's crazy, man. But Richie, I appreciate you if you let me do that. You can copyright strike me if you want. Where am I at? Where's that one where I walk? Oh, that's in the live stream. Oh, this is from the Tales of the Blue-Eyed Indian. I took some screenshots. Let me get my eyes focused here. Hang on. Well, this one's better. I mean, I don't know about aliens or whatever, but look right here. Is that not an alien? And then right beside them is another one. Y'all need to go to Applesauce and watch the Tales of the Blue-Eyed Indian video she did. That is some crazy stuff. Crazy. but that right there, this character right here, it don't matter what day it is, what time of the day it is. I can look up if it's a cloudy day, that thing's peeking around a cloud at me. I'm serious. I've captured it too many times. Oh, well. Now this is the one I showed y'all the applesauce video. Wait, no, that's not it. Hang on. Where is it at? Oh, okay. Oop. That's with the welding lens. I ain't figured out how that circle got on there. And that's without the welding lens. Same exact location. I didn't move the, well, it might have moved a little bit. But like, I took this picture, dropped the shade real quick, and took that picture. So that way I'd get a, you know, within a second. So that way we could see what was, if the filter helped, you know, bring out anything. Alright, Samurai, I appreciate you showing up. Man, I can't celebrate 420 anymore, or I could, but I'm not. I had to stop to get a good job, and there's no reason to start back. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. I appreciate y'all showing up and all. What should I do? What should I do, y'all? Hey, I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna see if I can turn on my my Wi-Fi, and get my laptop going. Because I tried starting with the laptop on and everything, and I couldn't get live. But I was also trying to play a DU recording of the cop incident and record this live stream, so that might be part of the problem. Excuse me. I'll tell you, it's all natural. It's good for you. I think it's an antidote to what's up in the sky. Alright, look, y'all. I'm going to experiment from this point on, so if I lose y'all, I probably won't go back live. But I'm going to see if I can get on my laptop while I'm broadcasting, because I need it to be on that laptop. That's how I was trying to start this. Y'all just be patient with me. If I lose y'all, I'm sorry. I appreciate everybody showing up, but I'm going to see if I can hit this Wi-Fi button. I've been having a Wi-Fi for I don't know how long. I know it. Wi-Fi hotspot. Oh, you're still in here, UFO? Huh. I'm still feeding, ain't I? Let me make sure. Let me change the screen. Woohoo! No, I'm bumpering. It will not let me do that. Am I back? It looks like I'm back. Am I back? I'm back, ain't it? Okay. Alright, I'm figuring it out. Evidently, I cannot stream off this and turn the hotspot on at the same time. Is that not messed up? I thought computers were... I mean, come on, man. These things ought to be able to do more than one thing at a time. That's what I don't get. It's like when I was a kid and they started building all those nuclear reactors. As a kid, I thought, well, that's amazing, man. They're sitting there using atoms to generate electricity. Well, later on in life, I find out they're using nuclear fission to heat up water. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You mean to tell me these dummies don't know how to use the atoms to sit there and generate generate electricity with magnetism? Ask UFO Builder. He is an expert on alternative energy, man. He knows how to put out more power than you put in. Y'all need to check his channel out. Y'all need to check out Applesauce. Check out old Squash. He's a good guy. He likes making moonshine too. 3 T. Oh. You must have heard some of my videos. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Had to feed the dogs. Oh man, y'all, I don't know. Let me see, what am I doing? I was just experimenting. Evidently, I cannot go to Wi-Fi while I'm streaming off this tablet. So I wonder if I can go. Wait a minute. What would happen? Because Squash did it the other day. I wonder if I can make a live feed, a live stream, while I'm live streaming off my phone. I better leave it alone. I better leave it alone. Oh, that y'all need to check out my video Moonshine in the Gas Tank. I was being stupid that day, but I'll blame it on the octane boost. Whew. Man, it's still chilly out here. My 1 foot is in the sun and it's nice and toasty. And that's making me feel how cold I am everywhere else. Man, I gotta figure out. I need to just have a Wi-Fi generator to where I can run everything off. Because I don't want to get hardline, y'all. Because you got to get that direct TV or whatever. I don't watch that much TV. All I got is, is everything's digital. And only pick up 2 channels, ABC and CBS. And I just do that for the local news. Yeah. Man, what? I'm lost, y'all. I can't find my playlist. Yeah. You know what's weird? YouTube sat there and I don't know how many different copyright claims. And it made me so daggone mad. I sat there and did this video. And did not get 1 copyright on it. YouTube, this disclaimer is for you.
YouTube, this is John Boy.
Hey, I'll tell y'all what. If I can get over 1,000 people hooked up on my channel, I will take the mask off. How's that? Yeah, but see, you get that cable in there, that's kind of letting their spy equipment get in there. That's my problem. These people put up a daggone meter on my box. On my pole. And it's not the typical, the 4G meter. This thing here has got like a parabolic lens on it. It's got a camera in it. And when I got real close to it, I could feel the molecules in my body like vibrating. And I started getting like paranoid like. I actually had a panic attack from it. It did. Now see how they wrote everything down on there? Song, Sharp Dressed Man, ZZ Top. And then the song, Point of No Return. brain damage. What is brain damage? And see, that's what I don't get. That song right there, Pink Floyd, got me a copyright strike. But when I make the title, YouTube, this disclaimer is for you, and let them know that I'm going to use what's coming across the public radio, I did not get one claim on this. Oh, you seen that stream, peeps? Oh, did he, Stacy? They got a bunch of different ones. I got it off eBay, but they got all sorts of different masks. I've got a really, it's a thicker mask. It's not like that. That's kind of like a stretched neck. You can use it like a scarf around your neck, or you can pull it up. But I've actually got one that's a lot thicker, and it's got Velcro on it. But it looks like a skull, and I didn't want to get on here, you know, looking like a skull. I was trying to find... Oh, I'm not even in my playlist. Where am I at? You'd think after all this time I'd figure out how to operate this phone. How many people I got now? I've lost subs, y'all. I had 621 before I started. Yeah, I got a "Don't Tread on Me" metal sign on the side of my shop. Yeah, we'll get back into some music. What were we gonna listen to? We don't need to listen to you again. Damn it, boy! No, that's the name of the song. I'm not cussing. Oh, man, let me tell y'all something. Oh, I'm not. Well, they got this new liquor store. This county used to be dry, right? And the big town in the county has got one of the biggest Christian colleges around, I guess. Y'all probably heard of Freed Hardeman. But they finally got a liquor store. Well, this lady went in there one day, and she was asking about some certain liquor. And the owner, he's like, well, come back here. I've got it in this back room. Well, he got her back there, and he sat there and tied her up in a chair. And he started licking her feet and her legs and her arms and her neck and everything. Just started licking her all over, right? Well, she finally got loose and ran out of the liquor store and flagged a cop down. And the cop went in there to investigate, and he come back out and said, ma'am, I can't do anything about it. And she's like, why not? And he was like, well, he's got a liquor license. That was bad, wasn't it? That was terrible. I need to stay away from the jokes, don't I? That's terrible. Well, I'm glad I found out I can't live stream. Hotspot.
Hey, you don't think this is overkill? Man, you said come prepared. You don't think we're prepared? Bottle opener.
What do you mean, what WTF hates? All country boys got a trunk like that. I gotta do a batch today, man. That stuff's ready. Oh, now, Stacy. He was just licking her.
Rock the live by. It's a celebration, let the flag fly. Bring your kids, even your mama and them. Holy rubbing the ribs, storm the smoke, do we swim? Pulling the river with friends, at it again. Somebody give me the gym, Cali and Tennessee getting it in. Drinking, eating, yell until we drunk and full as hell, man. So we'll be chilling where the cows at. If that's a problem for you, we can take it out back. We do it out back. Backyard, half charred ribs on the rack. Back road running, getting dirty on
Man, when I was down, hey, that dude right there, they call him Denim Jones, but he looks just like the dude that's got a channel called, what's it called? Damn, I can't even think of his channel name now.
Now I'm back in a sort of same mind frame. Funny thing how it happened when the time came. I was in the back drinking with the bandits and the Georgia boys just like I planned it. Then she walked in, then she walked back out. Then she walked back in, look at that, wow. I couldn't back down, so I stood tall. Tried to play it cool, you think I could now. And just as we was
Yeah.
back to the house, back walking in, yep, there comes
Tequila.
Backyard, half charred ribs on the rack. Back road running, getting dirty on the track. Backwoods gunning, hitting birdies by the pack. Everywhere we go,
Yeah.
we go to the
Peace.
backyard bar, serving jars full of batch. Back under the moon with the tailgate back. In the back of the saloon where the jukebox sat. Out back,
Y'all can tell I'm a little country, right?
in the middle of a field where a bonfire's lit. Cup full of shine, Copenhagen in my lip. Now I'm dipping sideways, probably wake up in a ditch. So crank that music into the night.
I do like some rock and roll. I like the blues. I like bluegrass.
Take her back to the country for a real good time. We do it out back. Backyard, half charred
Man, country folks. That's why I'm gonna run for president. John Boy for president.
birdies by the pack. Everywhere we go to the back. Backyard bar,
That's right.
full of batch. Back under the moon.
That's what this dadgum country needs is a real people representative in the house. You know what I mean?
You like cash in the photo with the bird getting flipped.
Hey, yeah, and then when they do news interviews, I don't want them saying,
Grab you
you know, President John Boy in the White House. I want them to say President John Boy in the house. See what I'm saying? I got it figured out. I just need to get in there. I need everybody's votes.
back like a rack full of fat double
Shauna Madden's my vice president.
Back on the trigger, hit her right between the knees. Back with the toe strap, I pull 'em real heavy. Ladies get dirty out back on the Chevy. Dive bar, beauty queen, Bubba, call 'em Bettis. Pedal to the metal, baby girl, I'm ready. Text, and Bird called me back. He said we all country, and I said that's a fact. When nice rebels on the run, time you
That's what I'm saying, Stacy. We need some real people. That guy right there, man, looks like, I can't think of his channel name. It's something hunting and fishing. But they call him Denim Jones. But I swear it's the guy that got, I mean, he does a Grow Show channel. I can't think of the name. It's something like Pleasant. No, it's not. I don't know the name. I'll figure it out. Yeah, peeps, that temperature's headed this way by tomorrow. It's supposed to get up to like 76 by 3 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, Chan. VP in the house. We'll straighten out this country. We'll actually drain the swamp. We'll do more than that. We'll flush them down the toilet. That Nancy Pelosi, man, that girl, that woman is just, she ain't all there. And she looks like she done died 10 years ago, but somehow she's still walking around. I don't get it. That girl's like, or woman, whatever you want to call her, is not in touch with reality. They're so mad about Hillary not making it in that they've been hell-bent on getting Trump out. I mean, come on. I need to come up with a new slogan instead of drain the swamp.
fired up.
Huh.
A camouflage mud jug. Some folks wanna hate on us, but we can take it out back if you want some. Back road ride.
But yeah, we need real people up in there. We need to get rid of these people that's got all these big corporations and stuff because they make laws that help them out. And they got friends they give contracts to. I mean, that gum. I mean, does it really cost that much to build a wall? Get out there some barbed wire. We'll have a wall up there, gummit. Yeah, but you have to have, like, look, to run for president, you have to have, I forgot how many $1 million to even get your name in there. I mean, really? You got to pay to play? No. This country was founded on, you know, voting in who you wanted to represent the people. Not, it's a private club for people with money. So that's what it's turned into. Yeah, you're head of security, Pete. We use hotels in Blue Eyed Indian to be head of the armed forces. We'll probably be at war all the time. No, I'm kidding. You're right, United Corporation of America. But I do not participate. And y'all do know income tax is not legal. When income tax come out, it was on a strictly voluntary measure, and it still is. You can send them a percentage of your income on a voluntary measure. It was not required by any law whatsoever, but they have done hee-hawed people around into believing it's the law, it's the law. There is no law. There is $1 million bounty on anyone that can find a law that says you have to pay income tax. Man, I'm getting riled up again. I talk about cops, I talk about government, I start getting riled up. Oh, big chunk. Security Pete Patriot. Alright, Vinny. And I'd like to say this too, man. They keep this country divided with race, with Democrat, Republican. I'm going to run as a registered redneck. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican. I'm a registered redneck. That gummit. Is it bubbling? Well, that's because I'm talking political, probably. But I ain't seen any bubbling on my end. But I've noticed before when people start saying bubbling, it won't be bubbling on me. And then I'll see somebody else say bubbling. And I'm like, man, it ain't bubbling a bit. And like a minute later, I'll start bubbling. It's like it's going down the line. So it's not really coming from the broadcaster's end. Yeah, I know. Your birth certificate is your contract. Your social security number is your bank account. They have sat there and I'm going to tell you something. You know, I was talking about the division in America. You know the Confederate flag, well, they call it a rebel flag. But that's not actually, that's the battle flag. But they've turned that into a racist symbol. And the only reason they did that is because y'all think about this. That flag represented the true Americans that wanted to succeed from the federal government. Well, now the federal government's running this whole country. And they don't like that Confederate flag because it represents people knowing the federal government's a bunch of crooks. But I'm going to be quiet. Yeah, that's what they do. They keep us fighting among ourselves. keep divisions. That's why you have all these cop shootings and stuff. But this time, what I started this video on, 2 black cops shooting at 2 black folks in a car. How is that white on black crime? How is that white cop on black crime? It's black people shooting at black people. It shows you the mentality of the police. And they are crazy. They should have a daggum psych examination before they ever get hired. Because a lot of these cops were picked on in school and everything else, and they get that badge put on, then they're like the big bully. They're thugs. When they were on my property about my bicycle, they were a gang. They were an armed gang. And I said something about, why y'all keeping your hands on top of your pistols like that? He goes, oh, you think this is bad? You ought to see the stuff we have in the cars. I'm like, we're just bragging about the stuff they got. I mean, come on. All right, I'm going to shut up. I done, phew. Vote John Boy for president. Hang on, I need to find that song. Where's my theme song at? I got it too low, don't I? Hang on, I gotta find that song, y'all. It still ain't pulling up. I didn't type too bad for one finger, did I? Alright, y'all. I'm fixing to play my theme song. The John Boy for President campaign song. Here we go. Y'all vote for me and Shanna Madden for vice president. She'll do us, our country, good.
Explore the world of music without
John Boy for president.
I was always told not to debate religion or politics, but I gotta get a few things off my chest. We just need to take it back to a simpler
13 in the house.
make a change. Turn that White House on into a shipping range. Duck lines by the pool, stand in the back, no Air Force One, just a Chevy with a gun rail. Blue tick and a beagle on the porch, no suits and ties, white beater is a true choice. Rednecks make the world go round. President David Allen Cole, how's that sound? Sound fine, let him make the calls.
Well, how you doing, 13? Vote John Boy for president.
Rednecks always ready to fight. Need a redneck in the White House, 'cause I'm ready for change. Need a redneck in the White House, 'cause we're tired of playing games. Need a redneck in the White House, so y'all don't be afraid to put a redneck in the White House.
Pete, y'all know your security. I'm already sovereign, Vinny.
We the people, what comes next? More crime, more dime, you can fix it with a redneck. Need a redneck in the White House, 'cause I'm ready for change. Need a redneck
I am not a United States citizen. I am a North American.
so y'all don't be afraid to put a redneck in the White House and take back the USA.
And I'll tell y'all something else. You know how... I'll wait for the song to get done.
Need a redneck in the White
I'm gonna tell y'all something in a second here. And I'm fixing to do it too. John Boy for president. Hey, let me tell y'all something. I found this out one day. I can go to the DMV, and for just the cost of, getting a new license, I don't know, $17, $23, how much ever it is. When I reapply for getting my license, I need to get a form that's called utilities. And if they don't have that, but anyhow, I can't remember exactly how you sign. Before you sign your signature in any place, you got to sign your signature. You got to put without prejudice, whatever, something, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But anyhow, by the time you do all that, guess what that does? You have basically diplomatic immunity. You are a free citizen, and it's on your license. So if you get stopped by the po-po and show them your license, they hand you your license back and tell you have a good day. Because it gives you the full rights of your amendment rights. And they can't, when it's on your license like that, you don't have to say a word. But anyhow, I'm going to be quiet. I'm probably going to get in trouble. I don't know what these guys in black suits are doing walking up my driveway like this. I'm kidding. Here, well, we're on the redneck theme. Let's keep it redneck, y'all. Yeehaw! John Boy president. Registered redneck. Oh, man, what happened? I don't think I'm buffering. I think the video's buffering. You know what? I'd rather stand on the truth than ever tell a lie. You know what's messed up though? Not only am I redneck, I'm hillbilly too. They've got to, even if they don't have a utilities form, peeps, you just, look, I'll do a little more. I've got everything. I just can't remember how you got to write this stuff under, I forgot. But you write out a little paragraph and then you sign your name, and it's basically, but anyhow, it'll make you a diplomat immunity to these stupid laws, amendments that they have, or not amendments, what do they call them? Statutes of the law. Yeah. You might as well, whenever you hear statutes of the law, they're basically saying lies of the law. Shoot, I got him, Benny. Y'all get me in the White House, I promise I'll fix the problem. Because I will fire everybody. There ain't nobody in there that even not even the Supreme Court judges. I'm going to get rid of all of them. But you know what's the next crazy thing? Because we're not a country anymore, that Constitution and stuff don't matter. It don't count. We can't use it. But they won't let you know that. They'll play along with you and act like, okay, you're right. Because they don't want to admit that our Constitution and Bill of Rights don't matter at all anymore. It does not protect us. But they keep pulling the sham and letting us think it is when we do, stand there on our ground. Yeah. And you got my back, peeps, because you're security. But yeah, man, we need some real folks up in there. We need people that are gonna represent the people. That's what the government's supposed to listen to the people, not the people listen to the government. I mean, they totally flipped the script on everybody. And everybody let them do it. That's the crazy thing. Everybody let it happen. That's what this nation needs, a redneck in the White House, man. But yeah, y'all. I don't know, man. I'm going off. I'm probably... What? Oh my goodness. I can't even skip this one. Of course, it'll go to buffering. I hear you, Stacy. Oh, it's not on autoplay anymore. Oh, here's what Adam or Marprugal did. I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to show you. I should have the top 3 comments on here. Where are the comments at? Oh, it must be over here. Squash should be proud of me. Y'all see what I got the first. Wait a minute, where'd my other comment go? They took the John Boy in the house out. What? They had 3. They took John Boy in the house out. Well, y'all see that, right? I got the first 2 comments in Marprugal's new video rinsed up, man. I rinsed them up. Yeah, they took my John Boy in the house. Hang on. You know what? Let me see if it does show up. It might have got bumped back. No, that ain't what I wanted to do. Yeah, what? Because, I mean, as soon as it come on my notification, I popped on it. It had 0 views, 0 likes, and 0 comments. And I just started wrenching it up. I'm like, do. But I don't see my John Boy in the house one. Hey, when is election? See, I don't even pay. Look, to be honest with y'all, I don't vote because voting is a scam. Because when the people's vote doesn't count and the electoral vote does count, disabled vets' perspective, it's never too late to be late. 2020. All right, I got 2020 vision of a redneck in the house. That's right. John Boy will be president. We need to push that. I'm serious. If I had enough backing, I swear I ain't scared to run for president. I don't care. I'll get up and talk to folks. It doesn't matter one bit to me because I want to straighten out this daggum stupid country. I'm so sick of being hee-hawed around and having to watch these people do all, like, I'd like to see a sunnish day one day. I'd love to see the actual sun in the sky. I'd love to see some real clouds in the sky. And I would make it official that any dadgum police agency in America has no right to stop any individual on the road whatsoever unless they cause property damage or personal injury. I mean, that's the only need for a cop, is property damage and personal injury. Other than that, you can drive while drinking a fifth of whiskey and do 200 mile an hour in a 20 mile an hour zone, because that 20 mile an hour speed limit sign is for commercial drivers only. As long as you're not causing property damage or personal injury to anyone, they can't do nothing to you. And America don't realize this. I mean, Americans. Or the sheepy, whatever. Man, I try to explain this stuff to my dad, and he starts getting mad. You shouldn't do that. You should. I'm like, look, what? It's just crazy, man. Just crazy. Yeah. I've been waiting for Publishing Clearinghouse to come up forever. Man, I didn't mean to hit that. See, this tablet's weird. It'll pop on stuff I'm not pushing, and then if I'm trying to push something that I won't, it won't do it. Here's one of my tests from the laptop. Excuse me. See, if I could get this laptop going, I could make a better... See, like I was wanting to show information, so I just got to do screen share only. But this app is I got on the laptop. I can put me in a screen up over here and show anything on there. I mean, it's almost like Merfugel's setup, except for he's got like probably 3 times the stuff. Stacy, if you're not causing property damage or personal injury, they can't do nothing. That's the whole thing. Now, some drunk drivers can't drive and they cause property damage and personal injury. Well, that'll wind you up in court. But as long as you're not doing any of those 2 things, they shouldn't be able to stop you. That's the whole deal. I mean, hang on, y'all get that? It don't matter how fast you're driving and how much you're drinking. If you're not causing property damage and you're not causing personal injury, then they have no right to stop you. You don't have to have driver's license. You don't have to have tags. You don't have to have insurance. That's why they have a court system. So if you do cause property damage or you do cause personal injury, you wind up in court and you sort that stuff out in court. Now, you lose everything you got, probably, if you don't have insurance. But I'm just saying, the 14th Amendment, y'all need to read it, because that's the one that gives you the right to use these public roads for traveling, for, getting from point A to point B. But it's not, I mean, if you're running commercial, yeah, you got to have driver's license, insurance, and tags. But other than that, if you're in your personal vehicle, when you're in your personal vehicle, that's why those cops want to get you out of the car. Because once you're out of that car, you're off your personal property. See, and when they go in your car, they are trespassing because that's your personal property. But people don't understand that. It's crazy. But yeah, somehow I got this laptop to stream for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm out here in my shop. It's daggum raining. Y'all can probably hear that.
Yeah, I've spent 3 days trying to get that laptop to do something. Got 8 people in the house. Odie Odin in the house. How you doing, buddy? But you see all that snow coming down? I can't get that to stop. And I went back to the website where I got this, and I started reading people's reviews, and they're like, You can't get it to stop snowing. I'm like, man, I thought I was the only one having the problem. Well, see, then they go to jail. They go to court, Stacy. That's the whole thing. I was just using that as an extreme example anyhow. I'm not condoning drinking a fifth of whiskey while you're driving 200 miles an hour. I'm just saying, if you wanted to and you didn't cause personal property damage or personal injury, you can. But if you do cause property damage and personal injury, then you got to deal with the law. That's the 14th Amendment. But that was just an extreme example, Stacy. I ain't condoning that.
Unbelievable. It's working. I'm gonna have to figure out I'm using
What?
Wi-Fi. And it's kind of like, ever since that lightning, it sat there and started working better.
Well, at least you got the package. Let me tell you what happened to me one time. I was on eBay, and my bicycle's got white wall tires, right? Well, there's this dadgum. Here, let me turn that off. Or I'll turn the volume down. But anyhow, I found a deal on eBay, man. These tires are like $23 a piece. This guy had a pair of brand new white wall tires that would fit my bike for like $11.83. So I looked at the description, I reread the description, I made sure, man, these are exactly like what I need, what comes on the bike. So I sat there and ordered them. When that tire come in, it was straight black wall. It wasn't even the same brand or nothing. So I emailed the guy, and he's like, well, I'll make it good. I'll send you, what you're supposed to got, and then you can send that back. And that guy never did. And I texted him like, I don't know, 5 days later. I'm like, dude, are you going to do anything, or am I going to have to give you a review on here? And he's like, well, I'm going to send it. And I waited another 5 days, and finally I was like, screw it. I just got on there and gave him the lowest score you could get on eBay for somebody selling stuff. Because he never did send me another tire, and I never did get credit back on it either. And I didn't even use the tire. I gave it to somebody else because it was too short and it wasn't right. But yeah, that was the live stream I did off my laptop. Y'all see how I can get my picture over in the corner and I can sit there and share my screen? That's what I want to do. But I can't get it on this deadgum tablet. I actually got 14 views on that. I wonder what the comments say. No comments. Y'all excuse me. I got Kim lung, man. I got a cough every so often. Yeah, this is the video people got upset about. I was trying to live stream, which y'all can go watch. There's there's a lot more. No, this ain't it. But there's a lot more leaves on the tree than that. Yeah, I ordered this helmet, and the only size they offered on the eBay site was like, what was it, small and extra large. Well, I got on there and I sent them a Gmail or email, whatever. But anyhow, I was like, is there any way possible you could get me a large? And they got back with me and said, yeah. And dadgum, if they didn't, the company was in China. But they did. They sat there and got me a large. It might have took an extra week, but that's what I'm saying, peeps. That stuff up there is just killing us. It's messing up the wildlife. It's messing up the nature, the trees, the plants. Like I said, all the native species around here are dying out. The stuff that you could live off of when the, you know what, hits the fan is dying out, man. They've done poisoned all the deer. And this is what, man, I've been seeing zombie buzzards because I think they ate some zombie deer. I mean, and a friend of mine said he saw an owl doing the same thing. They're just sitting on the side of the road, like, you know, just dazed out, like just standing there, like, you know, duh, what's going on?
Comment is,
Yeah, I was live streaming this day, and every time I tried to say redneck in the White House, it would not let me post, put a redneck in the White House. Every time I'd go to post it, it disappeared. So then I went to talking to the mic, and it cut out redneck and white. Hey, did y'all see Dabu had, they're fixing to start having billboards in space where they where they can float satellites over a city and advertise off of however they're gonna do. It's part of Project Bluebeam, I guarantee you. Man, where am I at on here? Oh. Yeah, I showed my mailbox on here. You were here for this one, you Shanna. I think you were.
this mess back here.
That was a live from the other day.
There's a daggum big old chemtrail. Sun's right over. What do you call that, the sun? I mean, come on. I looked at it with binoculars yesterday.
I did.
I remember when I was a kid, you couldn't even look at it with sunglasses on. Now you can use binoculars and look at the sun. I mean, look how the sky is like dark.
Y'all see those black strips running through there? Ouija, what is it?
Chilling it up over here. Yeah, way.
You know what? I'm gonna copyright this because John Boy's using John Boy's
Don't
video
wait till they start flying over me.
without
It's
my
so daggum
consent.
loud around here. I've had to do work around the international airport in Memphis. And they don't have as much air traffic as I have.
Dadgum, they eat live calves after they're born.
Crazy, I ain't never seen nothing. Well, I hear me streaming over there. I got my phone sitting on it. Ouija. Check this out.
Yeah, look at my mailbox, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody knocked my mailbox down one day and it pissed me off.
This mailbox here. Somebody sat there and tore up my mailbox. Well, I fixed that problem. 15-foot of rebar in there. 2-inch gas pipe right there going 6 foot in the ground. Well, I mean, it's a 6-foot piece. There's only 36 inches sticking out of the ground. And then there's an 1.5 inch pipe inside of that. And I used 40 pounds of concrete inside the hole and inside the pipes. It'll stop a daggum snowplow.
And let me tell you, the 1.5 inch pipe was 5 foot long, and I drove it in the ground to where it was sticking up a foot above the hole. And then I stuck the 2-inch around the 1.5 inch and drove it in the ground a little. And then I used 40 pounds of concrete on that sucker, man. I sat there and poured it down the 2-inch pipe. and it went down into one and a half. So there's concrete all the way down to the bottom of the pipes. Concrete around the pipes about 2.5 foot deep. Yeah, ain't nobody messing with that mailbox. Do a drive-by on my mailbox if I bad again. See what happens to your arm.
Man, I wish y'all could hear these planes. They're so loud. They go over, and they're not even 5,000 feet high.
No, it won't, 13. That sucker's in the ground, man, I'm telling you. It's in the ground. It ain't, it'll stop a, well, it might not really stop a snowplow, but I guarantee it'll stop any new car. I know, that's what I'm waiting for. Because they'll probably come back and try to sue me for hospital bills. Because they'll hang out the side of that truck when they come by with a bat or a big old piece of log. And they're going to get a rude awakening. It's going to tear up the car too, man. Because that thing ain't going to give. Well, look, y'all, what y'all want to do? I've been out here, man, how long have I been out here? 2.5 hours? You gotta be kidding me. I'm fixing to be pulling a squash if I don't watch it. Well, man, I appreciate y'all jumping in here and watching. I think I'm probably gonna end this because I need to run to the store and my coffee's empty and cold. Well, what I got left is cold and I don't have another pot made. But yeah, y'all, let me find some exit music. What would make some Redneck in the White House would be good exit music, wouldn't it? I can find that again. But yeah, vote for John Boy president. I'm gonna make me a presidential campaign. Video, I'll get out in a minute. I'm sitting there thinking. Whenever I start thinking, I stop talking. That's terrible, ain't it? Shannon, I appreciate it. But when we get in the White House, you're going to be hanging with me all day. Yeehaw! Well, Shannon, when we get to the White House, we'll have somebody else cleaning it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to close this down. I appreciate y'all, Odie, Shanna, Peach, 13, Vinny, Stacy. Who else is still up in the house? Let's see. 2 people left already, didn't they? But I do appreciate y'all showing up and supporting my channel. I'm going to try to make it a little more professional than I've been doing it. But man, that kind of, watching these cops do what they did, that kind of pissed me off. I mean, it pissed me off every time I see it. Yeah, I'm going to be safe out here, peeps. Appreciate it. But yeah, Stacy, Pete, Shanna, Shauna, Vinny. Ooh. It's still cold, y'all. Man, think about it. Get in the White House, we'll have some bonfires going, some good old moonshine. Woo. It's going to be a good old time. We're going to bring the country back to what it was originally built for. Built for the people. For the people to have freedom. That's right. We've lost all freedom in this country, and John Boy's going to bring it back. Yeah, hit that like button. Share it out. I ain't scared to tell the truth. And I will come back with that,
My name is Eddie Seals, and I approve this message.
I will come back with that information on how to get your diplomatic immunity through your driver's license. See you later, Odie. I appreciate y'all. Pete, Shanna, Vinny, Stacy. Hey, Shanna, not only you might need to clean the house, have some hot supper on the table when he gets in. No, I'm joking. Ooh, man, y'all. I'm cold. Alright, y'all. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and sign on out of here. John Boy out.